Yo. Well. It's kind of with a heavy heart. This stream starts with a... As you probably can tell from the title, this is probably gonna be my last stream on here. And it's a little bit sad to me. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. It's just... I set myself a goal. And given that the expectations I had myself, and also like I'm not let me just say this to begin with. I'm not the type of person to quit something or give up on something, and it is with a heavy heart that I'm just gonna have to accept that things hasn't really turned out the way I was personally hoping. And given that the change to the YouTube algorithm has significantly hurt the channel in terms of views and in terms of getting the videos and stuff like that out there. I can give me 1 second. I can show it right here. So go in here and grab that. So here we go, right? If we look at this is the moment where I decided to take this very, very seriously and be like extremely consistent with streaming and uploading videos and creating content and doing all the stuff. Was at a time where the channel was reaching 10 to 20,000 views per month, roughly. The new algorithm, as you can tell, has completely gutted all views, like everything. The videos do not get shown to people anymore, and stuff like that. And it's just, it's so demotivating, and it saddens me a lot because this was basically a dream of mine, right? Like something that a goal I had set myself was the 1st of March this year I would be at 1,000 subscribers or I would quit doing this. That was like the timeline I had set myself. And given that the amount of people who have like unsubscribed and like the amount of like kind of like negative feedback that I've gotten from some things, and there's other things too that plays a factor, of course. I've neglected family and friends. I've neglected loved ones. I've neglected myself, honestly, at times, to do this stuff. And given that the response was great in the beginning and it had a profound impact on me, giving me the fuel to continue and giving me the what can I say, like the giving me like some kind of goal and some kind of idea of where we're going. And given that that has changed over the past like 4 months basically since they added this new algorithm, which yeah, it is what it is, right? Like it's sad. I'm really sad. It's a little bit depressing, to be honest. It's not what I had set my mind up to. It's not what this is not what I had expected. It's certainly not the video or the live stream I had expected to be making today, to be fair. But the amount of effort I have put in to this, it is, I could have put that time towards something else and been a lot more successful with it. And I've spent, honestly, I've spent 15,000 hours on this. I've made, how 1 second, let me see. I've made, I've made 664 videos. I have to write the script myself. I have to edit everything myself. I have to record. I have to play the game. It's just the amount of time that I've spent on it and the amount of effort I've put into it is a lot. It's a lot. And I really want to continue. It's not like I don't want to do it anymore or anything. I would love to continue. But I also have to be extremely honest with myself, and I have to be extremely focused on something. And if this isn't it, I have to shift my focus to something else, right? And I see other people gaining massive amount of success by being toxic or being like a character or doing like, you know, like being some kind of character that doesn't resemble who they really are or anything like that. And I don't want to do that. I want to be myself. I don't want to present something that I'm not necessarily super proud of, right? And for that reason, I just have to take a step back here and really evaluate what actually, like, the reasons for me doing it and why I should, like, what I should do, right? Like, I also have like separate work that I have to do besides all of this stuff, and having to juggle all of that stuff is just it's becoming a little bit too much, given that the results aren't really there. Like, I'm not really going anywhere with it, you know what I mean? Like, nothing is really, I'm not really succeeding at what the dream I had is kind of crumbling a little bit, you could say. However, I would not be happy with myself if I hadn't actually followed something that was a dream of mine, right? Like, if I just instantly said, like, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do this. I always feel like if you have a dream, you should follow it and you should put a timeline on it and you should give it 100%, right? Like, you should actually do everything that's possible, everything you can to achieve what you really want to achieve. And if it doesn't happen, it's also really important that you have a timeline that you like stick to, and then call it quits once the end is there, right? And obviously this doesn't mean that I will never again upload a video. It's just for the live streaming part of it, that ends probably today, and don't think I'll be live streaming anymore. I might continue uploading a video here and there. I'll definitely still play some games, right? Like, because I do love games and I have a massive passion for that. But I want to get back to like traveling. I want to get back to like spending more time with my friends and family and stuff like that. And I don't want to neglect them just because I have a dream that's more like a Fata Morgana, like an actual thing that doesn't exist, right? And for that reason, like, I'm a little burned out on it, man. I feel a little bit just, I don't know. I'm a little sad too, right? Like, that I have to come to this realization and I have to accept it. Even though I really would like to just continue grinding, but the 3 years and thousands of hours I've spent on this is a lot. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you understand, and I understand if people want to unsubscribe and whatnot. That's fine. Like it's completely understandable if you're not getting what you seek. I get it. Um, I'm still gonna upload a video here and there, as I said, like whatever, whenever I feel like it. But it's just not gonna be consistent like it has been up until this point. I'm not gonna spend the kind of time on it that I have been, and I'm certainly not gonna sacrifice time with people I love to do something that leads nowhere. Um, I really wish that this would have gone a different direction. I wish I wouldn't reached the goal I set for myself. Honestly, that would have given me, like some kind of a fuel to continue, right? But I feel depleted. I every second I've had of free time, I've spent on either playing the games, writing the scripts, coming up with idea for videos, doing all these things, right? Like it's just, it has taken up so much space of like in my life that I have to kind of give room to some stuff that's for me. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna like cry over it or anything. It's not like that, but it's sad in a different way. It's the sad thing is when you have a goal and you don't reach it. And I don't even feel like I set a goal for myself that was unreachable. I feel like 1,000 subscribers is really not that much, honestly. Especially now if we look at this, like how many people have watched the videos and stuff. I have nearly 200,000 people have watched the videos. 12,000 hours have of my videos, right? So it's not like there's no interest. It's just it hasn't resulted in what I hoped it would resolve in. And my most popular video is a video how you duplicate stuff in Diablo 2, and I'm not really proud of that. You know what I mean? Like it's not something where I'm not proud of that video. I'm not gonna take it down or anything, but it's not something that makes me proud. And the fact that that's what people want to see kind of saddens me. That cheating or something like that is more, like it's more interesting to watch than watching me test something out or figure something out or do something. You know what I mean? Like that's legit. Stuff like that just really, yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just the effort I've put in. I feel so depleted. I have no energy left because of this. Literally, no energy left because as I said, I've over the past 3 years, I've probably slept an average of 5 hours a night because of the time I've spent on these things, and it's not healthy, man. It's not a good way to go about it. And there's so many other things I could make like content on YouTube if I wanted to, that I would make me like that would be a lot more successful than what I've been so far. But when you have a passion and you want to, yeah, Right, I agree, man. I agree. It's just, I don't know. It's a tough realization. It's a tough thing to like accept right now. It's really not what I had envisioned, and it's certainly like I don't want to shit on anybody or talk shit about anybody, right? But a good example would be like that one dude that talked about like that called everybody a tourist and shit like that, right? The amount of the amount of the amount the amount of success it gave him being toxic toward the community is kind of ridiculous in my mind, at least. Because that's not something I personally want to do. I don't want to sit here and just be like toxic towards people to rage farm, right? Like to farm views from making people angry, or to talk shit about people to get them to watch my videos. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. Even though that is like an easy way to get to way more views and way more stuff, right? I just don't want to do that. That's just not who I am as a person. I despise people like that. I really don't like people like that. And the current state of the world we're living in, that is the type of things that'll give you more success, is being like a bad actor, right? Kind of just want to spread some love, some happiness. You know what I mean? Peace, love, and happiness. That's my mentality. I don't want to. I don't want to do like rage baits or all this bullshit. It's just not me, man. So, yeah, it's. I'm. I'm sad that this is the way it has to go. I honestly, I thought that. I kind of thought that getting views would equal, like would give you more subscribers, but that's clearly not the case. Like that was a pipe dream. That's how it like that's how it works. It's just not how it works at all. It's a tough pill to swallow right now. As I said, it's really not what I had envisioned. It's not what I. It's not how I. Like. I didn't think that that was how it would go.
Cannot trust a storm to stay still here.
And given that I'm just me, you know what I mean? Like I don't have somebody editing my videos, so all I have to do is play the game and then I'm off for the day, you know what I mean? Like it's not like that. It's so much more work when it's just you. Like it's just incredible the amount of time and effort you have to put in. And I have done that like for 3 years straight. But now it's like time to kind of wake up and be like, yo, this is just not the way it goes. Like this is not what I was meant to do, clearly. And that really, really sucks. It definitely sucks. As I said, I'll still be playing games. I'll still because I'll still play Path of Exile and whatnot because I love this game. So I'll not stop playing the game just because I'm not gonna be live streaming no more. And I'll still from time to time probably upload a video here and there if I feel like there is something I want to share with the community. But like having people comment on your video that you should go off yourself and stuff like that, it's not for me. Over a fucking video game, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that is just not how I would act. That's for sure. And although it doesn't really affect me, right? Like I don't really give a fuck because I know that in the end that's somebody who's having a bad day and I'm the only one they can take it out on because they disagree with something I said or whatnot. And that's fine. Like, well, do you, man? I don't really let that affect me. But I'm just not gonna sit here and do it for no reason. That makes no sense to me. I have other things in my life that's more important. And 4 weeks from now, I gotta go get a surgery in my shoulder and shit. And it's... that whole situation is a kind of a fucking headache too. And then I'll be out anyways, right? Like I probably won't be able to play for a while. And that's just gonna hurt the channel even more. It's just gonna, you know, like... it is what it is, man. You succeed at one thing in life, that doesn't mean you're gonna succeed at everything in life. That's how it goes.
Never the same twice, this place. Nature takes what's old.
Also, there's just a bunch of like different aspects that plays into it. People taking your content and making it their content, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. All these things just pile up on top of each other, you know what I mean? And it just becomes less and less fun. And one thing I'm really not good at is if something bothers me or if I'm not having fun, I usually just cut that shit out of my life immediately, right? I just don't take part in stuff like that. And this kind of... it's at a weird state right now where I'm not necessarily having a whole lot of fun because I feel like I'm putting all this effort in, but it's just not leading anywhere. And for that reason, I feel like I have to like cut it back a lot. Like I just have to focus on me instead. And I've not been out traveling forever because of like this stuff, right? Like I used to travel all the time, and I want to get back to that shit. That's like I want to do stuff like that again instead of spending time in front of a computer playing a game and not necessarily having too much fun. And I am sorry that it has to go this way because I noticed you guys, like there's usually always a handful of guys watching the videos and watching the streams and whatnot, and this does feel like a letdown. I feel like I'm letting you guys down, right? But it's just that choice I have to take or I have to make, and I have to stand by it, right? Like I made a decision to give it 3 years, and I have done, right? Like I have done what I set out to do. It didn't end the way I was hoping, but I definitely didn't back out early, or I didn't stop doing it just because I might not have had like the success I was hoping for. I continued even though I had a lot of not necessarily the greatest experiences. I didn't really let that affect me up until now, you could say. Like now it feels like I've gotten to the point where I gotta accept defeat, man. And that's how it goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's just how it is. I have a handful of videos that I've already recorded, and I'm gonna finish editing and doing that shit and upload those. And then after that, it'll probably be a while, man, before I like make another video. Unless there is something that really speaks to me. But yeah, I definitely want to be making stuff that gives me that makes me feel proud, and that gives me the experience and the stuff that I'm seeking, and not just do stuff to do it. You know what I mean? It sucks. It really fucking sucks. But I'd rather end it on a good note than go out in a way where I'm not like I don't want to go out in a way where I'm not happy, right?
What nonsense will the Val serve up this time? Maniacs!
You have made a grave mistake. No consequence.
Well, I really hope that you guys are happy with what I've managed to make so far. And as I said, those videos that's already uploaded, they'll all stay up. I'm not gonna shut down the channel like that. I'm just gonna not be active like that anymore.
Use Shimakawa's console to open a path to the royal access chamber. From there, we will be able to gain entry to Atziri's private chamber.
That sucks. Fuck. Oh, that was a bad one. I should have locked the room up here. That sucks. I'm gonna I'm gonna finish out this set of crystals, and then I think I'm gonna jump off afterwards and just have a chill day, man.
You reek of stupidity!
Nature takes what's old.
I think I'm gonna go hang out with one of my friends and
Comes a meddling with nature.
just have a chill day. I think I need that right now, more than anything. We didn't grab this. Oh, fuck. Wow, this is not going too great with this temple. Holy shit.
Never the same twice, this place. I a bloody rust bucket.
I used to have a group of people that I played with all the time, but I haven't really played with any of those guys in forever either, because I've been so focused on doing this. And every time they've been like asking if I wanted to play, not on Path of Exile, but on other games, right? And every time they've asked me if I wanted to come play, I literally said no because I was either like writing a script or like preparing another video or setting up whatever we was gonna do on our next live stream, or you know what I mean, like there's just been a lot of things that got in the way, and I kind of want to get back to like how the old days were, how it used to be. I am not lucky with these rooms. Holy shit. We need to get like one run where it's just straight roads and no like rooms. All the rooms have to fit together, either or. Ah. Sprint will kill you faster than anything else.
Begone, foul creature!
You freak of stupidity!
I am, however, happy that I did give it 100%. Like I gave it everything I had. Every second of my free time has been spent on trying to make this into something. So I am proud of that part, for sure. Like that is definitely something that I'm happy with.
Maniacs! Nature takes what's old.
Nah. That's a terrible one. Oh, that doesn't link with that one. Fuck. That sucks.
Cannot trust a stone to stay still here. Nature takes what's owed.
But this is not the first time in my life I had to give up on, or not give up, but I had to like call it quits on something that I kind of really just wanted to succeed at. I have had to do that before, so it's not a new feeling to me. I know this feeling. Like, it sucks, but I'll get past that. I'll get to a point where where it doesn't feel as bad as it does right in this moment.
Bloodmad fiends!
It's been something I've been on my mind for the past 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks. And I honestly feel like you probably have been able to tell, because I haven't been quite myself. I haven't been super energetic and happy about everything, you know what I mean? I haven't quite just been in the right mindset. But that's basically because the date I set myself was coming up, and I started to realize like this is not gonna happen. And I could have said to myself, well, we're just gonna extend it for another 2 or 3 years and then see what happens. But yeah. There's other things that I want to do instead that I feel like is more important than this. This was a hobby and this was a dream, but it's not the most important thing in my life, right? So I want to get back to focusing on the things that really matters the most. And like also stuff like the AI situation and whatnot. This might not even be something that in 10 years from now, this might not even be a field that's worth being in, you know what I mean?
The vow have many unseen eyes.
I definitely prefer to be a realist when it comes to certain things, and this is one of those times where you just have to accept defeat, you know what I mean? Better to accept defeat and live another day than fight to the bitter end and then I blocked myself off because this is not good, man. This ain't good. This ain't good. This ain't good. Why can't I put that thing up here? I don't get it. Like, I can put it on this one, but I can't put it on this one. It makes no fucking sense. That makes zero sense. We're gonna end up not even getting one in series fight. It's looking like it. That's okay. I was so lucky with the previous 2 runs we did on this. It was about time that I had a little bit of unluck or unfortunate situation here. Literally got to run at the Atziri fight like, what was it, 5 times back to back without having to set anything up. Just lock right, like have the rooms be right next to where the key and the architect was, so I could get the architect and the key in the same run boat like all the time. That was insane. That was so lucky. I want to get back into my old training schedule too. Like I've definitely neglected myself in that kind of way, and I haven't been training quite the same way I used to. So all those type of things, just like I definitely want to be a little bit more. I want to focus a little bit more on myself. And the things that makes me happy and satisfied. But if it hadn't been for you guys, I probably wouldn't even have gone this direction, right? It's thanks to you guys that I went this way. And don't take that the wrong way, right? Like that's actually a very beautiful thing. Like the passion you guys had for watching me play and stuff like that. I appreciate that, man. That made it all worth it in the end. Even though I didn't quite succeed in the manner I had set up for myself. I definitely appreciate all of you guys for sticking around and watching the videos, coming to the live streams, doing all this stuff. Like nobody, like you I really appreciate that. Don't get that twisted in any kind of way. Yeah, if it hadn't been for you guys having the passion to watch the videos and come to the live streams and hang out and stuff like that, I would probably never have gone this direction. I would have been focusing on other stuff instead. So I definitely want to say thank you to all of you for doing that. It's been amazing. Like it's not been without its great like times, you know what I mean? Like I've had some immensely great times. Met some incredibly interesting people. Spent time with some, like having fun, joking around, doing some crazy shit, you know what I mean? And it's been a blast. It's absolutely been a blast. Like I could not have asked for anything more than that. And that's definitely the part I'm gonna miss the most. It's the interactions and I will be missing that. I'll have a time period now with adjusting to it. It's gonna be a little bit tough in the beginning here, just accepting it, but I'm gonna be a little bit sad about not having those interactions. Definitely gonna be a little bit sad about that. I keep the Discord open and stuff like that for you guys. So if you have questions or anything, you can always hit me up. Like, you're always welcome to do that. Kind of reminds me of when I was young and I was riding BMX bikes. I was doing competitions and stuff like that. I only ever won like, I think like 5 or something like that competitions, right? Like nothing crazy. But I always thought that was gonna be like what I was gonna be like when I grew up, per se. That's what I was gonna do. And then I had that accident that kind of fucked it all up. And even though most of the time I was like getting a 3rd or 4th place or some shit like that, I always kept at it. I always kept believing. But I also got to a point with that where I just had to accept that that was not going to be the future, right? Like, even though I was doing really, really well, that was not going to be the next thing I was going to do in my life. Or like, back then it was like basically the first thing, right? But I also had to kind of like call that at a certain point. Because the accident kind of made it so my body couldn't take the punishment anymore. I feel like this is kind of similar to that in some ways.
Begone, foul creature!
chambers. I will hold back her legions.
I also kind of feel like I did it. I did do like, just think about this for a second. I put 5,000. I spent 5,000. No, 6,500 hours on Diablo 2. 4,000 hours on Path of Exile 1, and 3,000 hours on Path of Exile 2, and that's not counting writing the scripts, editing the videos, recording the content, coming up with ideas and all this. Just purely playing the games. And then on top of that, I have to do all the other stuff on top of that afterwards, which is... when I say for the past 3 years, I have literally not slept more than 5 hours a night. That is an actual fact. That is an actual fact. Yay, we finally got to that city with like 2 runs left. Aw, could have given me the armor. That would have been sick. That would have been sick. Wait, we want to get to that one real quick. Which would be... down here. And then out, right? Yes.
You reek of stupidity!
Oh, there's 2 runs left. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Cannot trust a stone to stay still here. Wilds take ya! Maniacs!
6 rooms, alright.
The vow have many unseen eyes.
Be gone, foul creature!
One, two, three. Ah, that's not enough. We gotta go back, 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 all the way back.
Balance restored!
You have come too far, and my design never fades. Inconceivable!
I have done it. We now have full access. Use Shimakado's console to open a path to the Royal Access Chamber. From there, we will be able to gain entry to Aziri's private chambers on our next attempt.
At least we get to run one mod theory. End it outright.
Never the same twice, this place. Ancient blight.
Never the same twice. I don't know if I agree with that.
Nature takes what's old.
Alright. Fair enough. You know the saying, quitting while you're ahead? I feel like that's a motto to live by.
Ancient blight. shall end you! Get out of our way! This is it. Her chambers. I will hold back her legions.
Come now, give unto me your desire. At last, fulfill my soul. Succumb to me.
Enough of this! They don't understand our
Let's end it right and get the armor too. That would be insane.
More treasure fruit taken. I'm full up.
Nope. Nope. Not this one.
More than enough.
Well, shit happens. Oh, we gotta go to the hideout. Just check the NG and then I'm gonna call it quits. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Nearly 4,000 dead. Holy shit. Well guys, this is gonna be my last time signing out from the live stream. I really appreciate all of you for coming by. I appreciate all of you for watching. I hope you all have a really great future, a really great time, great day, great evening, whatever it might be for you. And as always, well, actually, for once, not as always, this is gonna be it, man. I hope you all have a good day. I hope you all succeed in what you set out to do. And yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. Thank you for sticking around, man. Thank you for all the nice comments. Thank you for all the awesome times we've had, the incredible moments. And yeah, as I said, I'll probably still upload a video every now and then, but it's not gonna be as it was before, sadly. I wish it could continue. I really do. But This is probably the end, man. For once, it's me saluting all of you guys. Yeah, much love, man. Much love to y'all, and hopefully we'll see each other in a game someday or something. If not, stay good, man. Stay good, and that's it. Bye.